fibrosis, and today we are going to be racing some interesting stuff. So we've got a couple of things I want to do today. That is we're considering doing for post Winston Cup 2003. We may do the Winston Cup 19 or the Aero Wars 88 mod. Which is just going to be focused on like the 1979 season. So there's that. So yeah. So we've got that going on. Here we go. Sorry about that. Forgot to flip it over to the next panel. So yeah. Probably the Aero War 88 mod. There was some tracks that were sent to me by Robbie Gilvin, who ran the Winston Cup 03 season, or is running the 03 season. We're not done with that yet, but he came up with some ideas and wanted to test some stuff around. The best track that I found that I really like running at is Ontario Speedway. So we're probably going to do a 50% race there, see how it handles in the long run. And then probably a little bit later on, after we get done with that, I may do some testing either for the IMRC Cup Series event that will be taking place tomorrow on Monday, or potentially do... Okay, I got the right car. Yes, I think I do. Yeah, that's what I want to run. 1967 BGN. Okay. Or run here at Chicagoland for 2018. And run the modern day Monster Energy Cup Series cars. So we'll go ahead and go to Ontario. We may have some other tracks that we'll test out and mess around with. KLMNO Ontario. So a short 100 lap race. Caution flags, all the sort. 32 Busch Series cars. Actually rather well and ready to just go out and qualify, so there's that. And Robbie, the Discord should have... Oh, well, blew second gear. The Discord should have already linked both streams to YouTube and I think Twitch. So if you want to watch, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. And if you... And I was... Yeah. I was gonna say, if you want me to shut my mic off, I can.
Good one. Good one.
So it looks like Mark Martin is going to be sitting on the pole. And hopefully the engine doesn't go pop before we go and cross the start and finish line. Well, we still got positive speed. Larry Pearson now grabs the pole. And I think we're still going to be starting 30th. Yep. So, Larry Pearson, Tommy Houston, Dale Earnhardt, Eddie Ottinger, I think Brad Teague, Mark Martin, Jack Ingram, Brett Bodine, Jeffrey Bodine, Ed Barrier, Jimmy Hensley, Morgan Shepherd, Ron Ingram, I guess, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, Dale Waltrip, Mike Alexander, Bobby Allison, Glenn Jarrett, Harry Gant. Don't know who Thurman is. Joe Thurman or something? I don't know. Rob Moroso, Davey Allison. Don't know McCabe. Don't know Swaim. Shaw. Don't know that one. Ronnie Silver, Neil Bonnet, myself, and then Ron Bouchard. Huh. Okay. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and go to race. It's 100 laps.
Drivers, start your engine!
So the big goal really is just to kind of see how tire wear goes, how long is a fuel run. Granted, this is not 100% one-to-one because the Winston Cup 03 series and probably get there forward, especially with the CTS physics we'll be using, probably ×2 more than anything. But on its face, on this track, you just simply take what is the existing fuel strategy and the existing tire strategy, chop that in half, and yeah, we're looking at maybe if we run this next season, it'll be about 20 laps, I estimate. So for a run, yeah. That's the idea. I mean, heck, Charlotte's only going to be 100 laps, so... And that's the longest race of the season. No, I'm saying for Winston Cup 03. Probably about the same for that, to be honest. The 600 will definitely be the longest race, but I don't want to do, like, 150 laps or whatever. I'd say about maybe 100 is about the farthest anyone is willing to go. Alright, all the gears are in order.
I'll call the green there. Nice and quick, I'll walk in front of you. Go get him. All right, man, pace closing. Get ready. Right.
And we got ourselves our very first yellow. Minor incident. Let's take a look and see what happened. Ah, it's right there. 15. 15 was the first impact. So Jeffrey Bodine. Let's see here. So the way it looks, this will be an interesting view. Let's see from the helicopter real quick. So the way that it looks, the 31. The 31 of Mark Martin went down and chopped into Jack Ingram. Ingram slid down with the momentum, hit the 15, and just sent both the 31 of Mark Martin and Jeffrey Bodine straight into the outside wall. I'm led to believe by that type of an impact, it's probably led to believe that Mark Martin is... his car is still running. Let's go on the roof real quick for that. Jeffrey Bodine, all things considered, managed to get it out of there safely. Hard hook into the wall, though. So at least that answers the question. That's what happened, so... Bodine and Martin are probably going to be able to continue racing, but we only got one lap into this race, so that kind of sinks. It looks like all the cars, well, the majority of cars are going to stay out.
My main pit road will be open this time. Pit road speed 55. Eagle man number 45 on his second gear.
This is an interesting little track. Just figured it'd be smart to go ahead and figure out where my pit box is. That way I know for when we have a green flag run if we need to.
Same card. In turn 1. Okay, go, go, go. 2. 11. 5. 3. 4. Same card. In turn 2. Don't speed, do not speed here. Remember, 45 under second gear. The pace card, down the back stretch. Clear to the wall. They're all clear, go hard. Stay behind. Push the tank car. There you go hard. defender. Got the defender on it. One to go right here. Line up single file. One minute 46 6 3 7
The 23 is Donnie Allison. My apologies. Give me just one moment. There we go. Just needed to pull up the Restream chat, so if anyone leaves a comment, I can be able to read it.
man. I'll call the green there. Nice and good. I'll walk in front of you. Go get him. All right, man. Pace color green. Get ready. Bring it in.
is an interesting little track. It kind of reminds me of, like, elements of it kind of reminds me of the German oval where Zanardi had his accident, especially down the front straightaway. Moments kind of remind me a little bit of the Emerson Fittipaldi little oval that they ran in, I think, Rio de Janeiro back in the 90s in Car and Champ Car. And then it also kind of reminds me of Indianapolis, like right here, just a smaller version of it. Just kind of how shallow the banking is, and a bit of a right turn with a little bit of Pocono thrown in there too, with like turn 3. Huh. Didn't know that. The front stretch seems like the longest though. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm driving in a rectangle. I feel like I'm driving in like a triangle with like just one little extra turn.
0, 9, 0. I'll take that up on the next stop.
Oh, that helped. Mark Martin slowed up the field. Maybe that's Micah Alexander. Don't know. Oh, God. Well, shit, Micah Alexander helped me gain some track position, but he didn't help in the end. I don't know why I'm so slow. I'm only losing speed because I'm like having to cut the wheel. I'm gonna try and make a couple of changes on the next pit stop to see if that'll allow it to cut through the air more. Because I don't know whether the issue is maybe with the gear ratios, like I'm not getting enough end power out of the fourth gear, or if it is akin. I've increased the track bar to make it a little bit looser. I don't know if I really want to mess with the wedge too much, because I don't want it to go swinging sideways. But I also added a little bit of grill tape to help it cut through the air a little bit better.
4, 9, 9.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn your audio on, by the way. It's not really a big deal, this is just for fun anyway.
I'm the only person watching anyway, so...
Like down the straightaways, they seem to gain about a tenth each lap.
8, 4.
I can cut down on that in the turns, and I now see what you're saying about it being like Indianapolis. Just much wider and much easier to drive on. Like for every long backstretch and front stretch, they seem to gain about maybe 0.3 of a second. But I can manage to shave into about 2 per
It's only
corner.
because they got the draft, obviously.
Yeah. But the other thing too is I don't have the catch-up ability turned on. I wanted to make this as realistic as possible.
Well, you're catching up to Mark, so it might mean get a caution that way.
Mark also has damage too, so tires are wearing pretty cleanly though. I give it that.
Oh, wow. You just gained a bunch.
Could be that Alexander's slowing people up
He's
again.
behind you. He's like 7 seconds behind.
That's true.
He went pits right
Jesus Christ, 15.6 seconds between me and the leader.
Once you get to Mark, spin him out.
I don't want to do that, especially if I end up taking myself out.
Shh. Not if you do it correctly.
Ooh.
And there you can work with Mark. Maybe he'll get you some draft to catch back up.
Yeah.
He's running too slow though.
Oh shit.
Oh, wreck. Oh, there you go. You just sit there, just sit there, just sit there.
All the way to the line. Come on. All the way to
There
the
you
line.
go. There's your opportunity.
Hopefully I didn't beat the car out too bad.
Nah, you just nicked it, I think, with the front end.
I was just trying to pass to the outside.
washed up into you.
Yeah, I really should have let out of the gas more, tapped on the brakes.
You get what you wanted, though.
Not
Everybody
how
bunched.
I wanted it, though.
At least everybody's bunched back up.
Alright, let's look at things. Track bar is going to be turned up 2 whole turns.
Oh, I was gonna say, for Winston Cup 79, obviously I put the pit road speeds to basically unlimited. But obviously under pacing, just go pace speed in the pits.
Yeah, the only reason why I don't agree with that idea, well, it's more realistic. I just feel that, like, if someone's got a vendetta against someone else, it's going to be dangerous. They're just going to take someone out when they've got no chance.
Not if we suspend them. Bump.
Actually, I didn't even hit the 10.
Yeah, close enough.
Our main pit road will be open this time. Pit road speed 55. Legal man number
Look at that
45
drag
on the
strip.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, they use the pit road as a drag strip too.
Remember, just get a stop square where the sign is. Remember, just get a stop square where the sign is. The paint card. In turn 1. Right here to the left. Pit road speed
That
55.
sexy victory lane though.
Legal man number 45 under second gear. The paint card. In turn 1. Pit road speed 55. Legal man number 45 under second gear. The paint card. In turn 2. Okay, go, go, go. Pit road speed
Hopefully it was more
55.
side repairs that they had
Legal
to
man
do,
number 45
not
under second
those.
gear. 1. 50.
Nick the wall.
4. 2. 5. 0.
That was a really sexy victory lane.
Speed here. Remember, 45 under second gear. Paint card.
You're using the 55 mile. I forgot I modified it to where
We're all clear, all clear.
I modified all the tracks to have that unlimited speed limit, but
32. There you go, go hard.
I was gonna say, if anything, like, you know how NASCAR... Well, actually, that could still cause an issue. My thing is if you do unlimited pit lane, pit speed, it's gonna cause, like, maybe the leader to be a little bit too hard. But yet, at the same time, like, if they go slamming on the brakes and they mess up to try and get into their box, that's dangerous in and of itself for the other drivers. I was gonna say maybe even 70 miles an hour, except for certain tracks.
I'd say most times they're not even going to be pitting under green, unless, you know, we get a run.
Well,
So it's only going to happen like once or twice per race. That's why I say under caution, you know, make pace speed. Like, see, like it's 70 now, then be the pit speed under caution. Or, you know, for some, like, some of the slower tracks, you know, it makes more sense. Just as long as you stay behind the pace car.
8. 0.
I'd say most of the guys that we race with know what they're doing when it comes to pit road. I mean, I think we did that with GN55, and it turned out decently.
I can't recall, to be honest.
I know we do it in Delta Sim Racing, and most of the time it's no big deal there. That's pretty much where that rule comes from, you know.
Jack England fell back pretty hard. And Larry Pearson is still your leader. Robert Ingram, that's it.
I've hit that inside wall down there, and it's not fun. With that massive opening for the road course or whatever.
Ooh. Why did they stop racing at this track is my question. This seems really fun.
They closed the track in like 1980 or something because the track owners couldn't make payments.
Okay.
They tore it down. I think they either put a stadium or they put something over it. Like there's like part of turn. Last I heard, there's like part of turn 3 or 4 left, maybe.
The crazy thing is I wish that like there is so much open space. Fuck. Down here.
What kind of open? What?
So much open space down here, like I would think they'd be able to utilize it more. So that's gonna have to get repaired on the next pit stop. Or not. It's not even appearing that I need damage repaired. Cool.
There you go.
Sometimes I don't know whether it's having the pit crew text box come up, or maybe it's with the DirectX update, or what it is. Something causes my game to like freeze for a few seconds during certain intervals, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking like maybe 4 lanes of traffic that you can work with if you really want to push it.
So I looked up what's on top of the old Ontario track now. So it's a Hilton Hotel and the little mixed-use development area with condos, business offices, and some stores.
So,
And there's actually where the Ontario Reign, the hockey team, plays. They've got Toyota Arena on top of where it was,
okay.
replacing motor racing with hockey. There you go.
No fans and nothing going on.
Right. You got to get the vibe going, don't you? Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's make a hockey arena out of this track, boys. Just dig for all you can. Are these all on like Thunderbirds or something?
No, I think Buicks, Fords, I don't know.
They just paint. This looks like they painted them all on the same model.
Same 2 models, it looks like.
That'd be interesting to do. Just as like a little side project, like a Busch Grand National race or something. Fun run.
Oh, fuck. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Ooh, easy there. You almost killed
he still is alongside my door. Alright.
There you go.
Beat him off in the corner. Alright. Inside, 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 inside. Power, power, power. There we go.
There you go. Got around Neil.
Ah, shit. Water temperature's up. I think
Are you running your qualifying setup? Oh.
No. But I added tape on the last pit.
They really screwed you now that you're in the draft.
Yeah. See, I figured what was going to happen is they were going to pull away again.
Stay low there. Stay low there. Clear. Outside.
Woo!
Clear high.
Are you just going until it blows?
Just trying to test some stuff out, but I am going to drop the grill tape down, probably down to 65. That may help. It being at 70 is giving it some speed.
I dropped it to 55 or 60.
Still up there. Still up there.
I think I added 2 ticks of tape to it, so... let's just drop it back down to 60.
That oil temperature starting to go up. And same deal with the pressure.
One outside at your door. On the bottom, pretty wide. Still up there. Still up there. Clear.
If it blows, it blows. That's all there is to it, but I think I can nurse it around where I can gain more track position and hopefully not beat it up too bad.
Outside. Stay low there. Stay low there. Clear high. Outside, still up there, still up there, still up there, still up there. Clear. Outside. Clear high.
Ooh, we got a little bit of contact.
They saved it. There you go. Make it 4 wide. 3 wide. 7 wide. Just kill them.
Outside. Still up there, still up there. Clear high.
So should we encourage all those random makes along with the 79 cars? Or just...
1 second. Wolf Mill on Twitch. How did I get the moving ticker? There is a program that was recently released to the public, and I think that was a subscriber. I think so. Follower.
yeah, he is.
Follower. Awesome. Thank
There
you very
you go.
much for the follow. There was a program that was recently released to the public for NR. GNL TV. Yeah, it's GNL. Alright, so we gotta be careful. So, we're at 240 on the water temp. Risk is we will end up blowing it.
Yeah, you're probably gonna blow in about 5-10 laps.
Do you think clutching will be able to save it?
You can try it.
I am not racing online. This is just, oh, shit! Woo! Almost got turned. No. Just running the AI cars. Oh! Come on, power, power, power! Oh, so, do you have OBS? Like OBS Studio or Streamlabs? Yeah, I don't think that's helping. It's not.
Oh God! Oh God!
It's not going down. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
probably.
yeah, this engine is probably gonna pop if I don't pit like here in the next 3 laps. Shit.
I just yawned so hard. I think I messed my jaw. like, like I gave my jaw a Charlie horse. I don't know how I did.
So what I did was, in order to get the ticker and everything like that working, is you put in, so you have the program running, so you launch Apache, you will launch GNL TV, and then open it up in the browser of your choice. I personally use Chrome, and then you take the, let me think here, you take the URL. Yeah, you have to have the Apache thing running with GNL in order to be able to have it, I guess, get your data from the computer. Oh boy. Where are we running currently? We're running 12, so just outside the top 10. You know what? I will probably do this ahead. I don't know if it will be this video in particular, but I think just for the sake of everyone, I may do a video on how to get this running. So I'll probably live stream it and everything like that. But I helped a buddy of mine out with it just a few days, or just last night actually, and got it working. So. It's not sputtering or anything like that. It's just like right on that line though. I don't know whether to push or whether to hold back and just...
It's gonna blow anyway. You might as well just dig. And what do you got to lose?
I do have a link available. I just can't throw it up and stream right now. And I can't remember the name of it because it almost looks like it's Polish or German. You don't need to download Apache. That's just one of the files within there. Like I said, I'll do an in-depth video ahead. Right now, I'm kind of focused on driving, but I'll teach people how to get it. So, if that makes things better for you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no! Woohoo! Woohoo! Side by side action and contact.
There you go. What a save.
A spin though really would have helped me a lot.
Got a couple cars in front of you.
I'm surprised the engine is still ticking though. Oh, I cut out. Simply put, I'll do an independent video on that ahead. I'll live stream it, everything else like that. If you follow my YouTube channel too, just Charlie Fibrosis, it's there as well. Something happened to Dale Earnhardt.
I think he just lets you go.
He dropped by pretty quickly though. I'm just blown away. No, it still has power, so it's not dead yet. I must be giving it enough fresh, cool air that it is like just barely hanging on.
It looks like it dropped a little bit. Now it's going back up. It's
Yeah.
like teetering.
It's teetering on the edge of dangerous, but I don't know how many laps we have until we have our next pit stop. Oh, we got 25 laps at best, or at worst. See, I don't want to wreck anyone intentionally, because that's not what I would do anyway. The fact that we've made it this high up, though, 8th place, I'm comfortable with that.
Whoa! Now you got to. Oh boy, they're all subscribing now. Looky there. The Dukes of Lazard. Digging. Woo!
Oh, alright, alright. But yeah, if you subscribe to me on YouTube, I mean, like I said, I'll have a live stream for both just to make it easier, but for the video to just stay alive a little bit longer and stuff like that, because I don't usually delete stuff off YouTube unless I'm embarrassed by it.
You were about to be right there.
I mean, it's all the same program. You just, like, for you to see the ticker and everything like that, like if you were to do OBS recording or streaming or whatnot, it's just simply scaling. It's just scaling and resizing the thing and cutting out what you don't want to see. Yeah, like I said, though, I'll do a video on it, and I'm using Windows 10, so, I mean, I'll go in-depth into it ahead, so just right now is not the time. Oh, no!
Here we go.
Ah, held on. When will the video be released? Well, the program's already released. It's ready to go. When will the video be released? I don't know. Probably here within the next couple of days. I may do it tonight. I may do it before tomorrow. I may do it early tomorrow morning. I don't know. I don't even know what slowed up Larry Pearson there. $59 to go. Okay. And we got 19 projected laps. Hey, Robbie, look at the water.
Hold on. Did it go down?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it still is close, but it's, so here's what I'm thinking. What if we, like, it's cutting through the air better. what if we set it to 65, and that might be enough that we can slice through the field faster. But
Well, not risk having it blow.
yeah, I mean it's close enough at 70. With 65, just that 5% difference may just be enough.
I'll take that up on
Where it's the best of both worlds situation here.
1, 4, 6.
At this point, I'm determined to win this race. The fact that I'm this close is something.
Yeah.
You remember what the pit speed is? 50, 55?
55.
55? Alright.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the INI of mine, it's changed to 100, but
Yeah.
still.
Alright, Larry, let's get back up there. That's Larry Pearson. Alright, Larry, I guess you're not gonna go fast.
Clear.
Yeah, definitely, man. I know that, a couple of people who I race online with, they do offline series, everything else like that, so I want to try and help as many people get this figured out. The only thing I can't figure out yet on my own is the coloring. So if you wanted to have the background of the ticker go from black to red, I think you would probably have to change something in the cascading style sheet, or CSS, which is I think it's an Adobe related thing. I don't know enough about that type of coding in order to figure it out on my own, but a lot of people together in the NR community, especially good friends of mine, have been trying to slowly learn more and more about the program, learn more and more about the code associated with it. So or paint.net. Not familiar with it. I mean, I'm sure that you could be able to get the so you could get the HTML hexadecimal numbers there, which would definitely help, but wait, can you make it like a modern ticker? Technically, if you swap out, like, you can be, like, so, from what I can gather in the GNL files, you have to go in, and whatever you're looking to replace, it would have to be the same size. So you would essentially, in NR, as you probably know, Toyota is based on the Pontiac. So you would have to go in, change out Pontiac with the Toyota logo, and there you go. Anything that is classified in game as a Pontiac body equates out to a Toyota logo in the ticker. So you can make it more modern. I haven't experimented enough with this to be able to do so, and I don't understand it enough, but it's something I've been slowly looking into getting towards. Just now, kind of with the situation as it is, I'm working from home while the whole virus ordeal is going on. I may have a little bit more time to crack the code on that. But all the same, I still also have league races I participate in, roughly about 3 times in the regular week. And then Sunday is like the only day at this time that I can really mess with it. But almost hit the wall. Yeah, I mean, you can make it more modern. It's just, like, this is a whole community project in order to learn how to mess with it, because up until about a month ago, none of us knew how to get GNL TV to work. Like, we knew that the files existed, we know that how we could be able to get it on the computers, we just didn't know, well, then what do you do with it? And it's only been as of the last couple of weeks that we've learned oh, this is how it works. This is what you do. So it's a new process for everyone in the content creation scene. So yeah, we're all learning in this together. And if there are more people who are more knowledgeable on the CSS part of it, I mean, that helps everyone. Just so long as they're willing to share the knowledge. NR, in a very strong sense, is both a historical document in terms of those who are rich into NASCAR's history as like an encyclopedia, but more than anything, a community-based project for those in the modding scene. There are some little factions that I would say are not keen on certain modifications, especially when it comes to EXEs. I'm of the very strong belief, and of the truth of it is, this is an abandonware game. There's like no more money to be made out of this as a game. You know, Papyrus doesn't exist anymore. The source code may still be kind of in line with iRacing, but we're not looking to, you know, I don't think in a general sense that people are looking to usurp iRacing and steal from it. It's just simply, it shares the same code more or less, or elements of the same code. But, you know, getting a downloaded cracked version of this game is not illegal. Not anymore, at least. And it shouldn't be considered that, oh, you're going to get in trouble just because you have a no CD patch or whatever. Papyrus doesn't exist anymore, and it shouldn't be a taboo subject to, like, modify and change this game as seen fit to try and keep it up with the modern day. Same with tracks, too. Oh, boy. Oh, 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 we got ourselves a yellow there. Oh, oh, oh,
Oh god. Oh god.
oh my god.
There we go. We're dying. We're dying. Big. You killed a guy.
Oh my god. I don't know who the hell we hit or what happened after that.
I think it was the 2 car.
That is not what I intended to have happen. I cannot believe it didn't blow there, Bobby.
Well, at least now you get to go fix the girl tape.
Yeah, I get to make minor changes. I do have a hunch, though. 50 laps to go. Do you think that this is the final pit stop, though? Or do you think we're going to have to pit one more time on this thing?
Yeah, 40 laps for a stop. I doubt it.
You think that there's going to be one more stop involved here?
Yeah, unless you kill somebody halfway through.
I'm not going to try to, obviously.
Yeah. So you may need to make one more stop.
I think the drop-off is enough where I wouldn't be able to save enough under caution.
So you can always cut the run in half, make it 25 laps or something.
That's true. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, the not the modified, but the new ticker system, or the expanded ticker system that I think Armory Digital released a few years ago, which is what I've got up here. I think that this is the 2011 design, I think. But I have it set up this way just so it's easier to see when a yellow flag comes out. And I have this set up, I can show this to you real quick. Like, I have these little things set up that I can pull up, flags and stuff like that. But this by far is like the best thing to work with within NR.
Don't speed, do not speed here. Remember, 4,500 second gear. Paint card, in turn 2. Clear to the wall. go hard. Stay behind. 75. Pass.
Oh, yeah. This is the 2009 design. You're right.
15.
I didn't have NASCAR 09 for the PS3 until actually this year. But I haven't really been able to get it to play well. Did I watch the 2013 season? I can't really remember much about the 2013 season, to be honest. I know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. wasn't winning, so that sucked. I think around probably, well, we got our PlayStation 3 around 2011, I believe. And by 2013, I was graduating high school. And in my free time, typically, I was doing more like Gran Turismo league races and stuff like that. So I am of the belief that I did watch the 2013 season. I just don't remember like anything about it. And I don't really remember much of 2014 because in 2014 I got to see the Daytona 500, so I remember that race well. And then in March I got my very first job, so from 2014 through 2018 I did not really get a chance to watch much NASCAR racing, or racing of any type. So there are historical events that happened that I have no memory of. Like the last season that I kind of remember, I don't know, like the whole entire aspect of like the COT and stuff, in a sense, it kind of seems to me that it's bound to be forgotten. It's worthy of being forgotten in a sense. So the other thing is I think too, with like Jimmy Johnson dominating the championship for so many years, like winning 5 in a row, it's kind of hard to differentiate what exactly happened and what specific things happened, only because not 2013, but like Jimmy was racking up the championships all those years, so the end result was still going to be the same. Jimmy is the champion. Now how we got to that point, I don't remember. The last season I distinctly remember seeing the finale to was, I remember watching Carl Edwards versus Tony Stewart. I remember watching the Homestead race that year, so in 2011. I remember watching...
One to go right here.
I remember watching Kyle Busch win the championship, which I was not a fan of. Not because it was Kyle Busch, but because I think that the medical waiver stuff, I understand to an extent, but he missed so much of the season. And it's Kyle Busch. He was bound to win a championship again anyway, and he did in 2019. I remember watching the finale to the Truex Championship in 2017 when Junior retired. Yeah. There are just big sections of racing from 2014 through 2018-ish around September that I never saw the races. I don't remember anything about it. And the season's kind of in turn too. Plus the other thing too is I just got involved in other aspects of life. I started doing the league racing more. I did other things that interested me, and in my room, which, you know, that's where I'm recording the video, everything else like that, I don't have cable up here. So I can't really watch many of the races when, you know, it's not on, when the races are shown on the sports network versions of the channels like Fox and NBC. When Fox and NBC I can get up here, but I can't get the sports network version, if that makes any sense. But here we go. We're about to go green again. We got a fast car. I'm blown away how fast it is.
I'll call the green there. Nice distance. I'll walk in front of him. Go get him. All right, man. Pace
So
car.
we can get to the front without dying.
Bring it in.
Now the question is on projected laps, should I pit on lap 25 or when it's 25 to go, should I pit?
I'd go 25. Because odds are the way the AI works, they'll wait to pit to the last moment.
Do you think it'd be smart to pit for 2 tires, 4 tires?
Check the wires it goes on.
Jansen is just past.
Ah, this is getting hairy.
Outside. 0, 2, 1. On the bottom, pretty wide. Stay low there. Clear. Outside. Turn high.
If you have any other questions or anything of the sort, by all means ask. I love the interaction more than anything. That's why I do the live streams.
One outside at the door.
This is going to be a bad decision.
There. Still up there.
What are you flinging it in there?
I was thinking of throwing it 3 wide, but that seemed too dangerous, to be honest.
Apron's there for a reason.
True, but I was afraid it was going to wash up the racetrack if I was too aggressive. I mean, we've made it this far. This is a 100 lap race. I'd rather be able to make it to the end.
One outside at the door.
Right.
Time to be consistent here. Still up there. Still up there. Still there. Turn high. Outside. Turn high. One, 7, 5, 7.
Alright, the number starts like getting high. The water temp starts getting high when it's going past 240.
Outside.
But we're actually okay. I think that change to the tape was enough that it helped. Okay, here we go. It just sprung on, but once we get out of the gas, it's going back down.
Outside at the door. Clear.
Alright, so we figured out the right balance for tape. 65. 70 if you really want to push it.
For a short run, maybe.
But I think you could be able to get an even balance, but you just have to be really mindful of it.
Stuff like this makes me almost want to just make an open setup for the Winston 79 if we get there.
Potentially. I don't know yet. I could make another offshoot, but I don't know what days the server would be open, so. Like, you remember Wiggleman, right? Like, without a doubt, he is probably one of the better. He and Schmidt are probably some of the better and smarter car setup guys. It's not that I wouldn't want to see them race. I'd love to see them race if they wanted to.
Just fear of domination.
Exactly. Like I want it to be close that, you know, people who maybe are skilled drivers but not skilled mechanics can be able to really get it figured out and have a fighting chance. That's not how I intended to make that pass.
But it's stuck.
It's stuck. And the tire wear is not too bad. I'm thinking, I almost think I could make it, like wheel
You
it
might
around.
be able to, yes. You might be able to make it on one set.
I was gonna say, I was either thinking I could probably make it with a splash and go, not a splash and go, but 2 cans and no tires.
I think you might as well just go with 1 can. Or no, you're pitting halfway through, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know how many. I don't even know what lap we're on. 40 to go, so we got, what is that? 15 until we gotta make a pit stop. So it's holding together. It's not as fast as it was earlier, but it still is running like a dart.
Gotta keep digging.
Yeah. That's a tap. Like, I don't feel it's as fast down the front straightaway and the back straightaway, but it is close. Whew!
That was close.
We're almost to the lead. Ooh, Larry's back in the lead. Good recovery.
You get dicey. I dump the crap out of Tommy Houston. Golly, Brett Bodine shoving it in there.
I got to be honest, I'm almost willing to take the gamble and just go for no tires and fuel.
I don't see why not.
If at the very least, maybe right front or right side tires, but that's it. They're wearing really cleanly.
That'd be nice if you could only change 1 tire at a time.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get off after this race. Try and get a little rest before I go to work tonight.
Alright. There we go. We got the lead for the first time all afternoon.
And you almost lost it.
It gripped.
Oh no, I'm talking Larry Pierce. I wasn't getting into your quarter panel. God. You would see Brett Bodine get back in the lead.
One inside. Stay high. Stay low.
They're digging.
I was just letting out of the gas for a brief second to just try and drop the water temperature down just a little.
They're swarming on you now.
Coming up.
I think they got more speed because they grouped up in a big old pack down the front straightaway especially.
Yeah.
Doing real good here, man. Take care of yourself, man. Improve.
That's the weird thing. I really do not feel comfortable leading at any point in a race unless it's like a super speedway.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to play it safe and maybe go for a can and a half. Tires are in really good condition, so I am going to go for right sides.
5. Get the right to the gas only 10 times.
Well, they're wearing.
Still there. 52. 9. 8. 7. Stay high.
Ah, crap.
Still there. Clear low.
Oh boy.
Inside.
Oh.
Try to let Ed Barrier by and,
Let the whole field by.
yeah. We're pitting here in 5 laps roughly, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and run off, try and get some rest.
Alright, rest well, Bobby.
9. 0. 7. 5.
Alright, this is the lap. Ah, looks like we got cars coming in.
Pit road, speed 55. Eagle man number 45 on his second gear. Leaders coming down pit road here, please. Don't speed, do not speed here. Remember, 45 on his second gear. Okay, go, go, go. Pit road, speed 55. Eagle man number 45 on his second gear. 1 minute. 22. 5. 9. 0. Clear to the wall. They're all clear. All clear. Go hard. There you go. Go hard. One inside. Clear.
Here comes Larry. Yeah, no. Did Larry Pearson manage to save enough gas? This is going to be interesting. We're faster than Larry Pearson is, I know that much. There he goes. Now he's in the pits. Grand question is, where's Glenn Jarrett?
Leaders coming down pit road here. 50,
Glenn Jarrett may have to pit too.
7, 5, 6.
Glenn Jarrett's in the pits. Both appear not to be coming out of the pits just yet. I think Larry is now rolling out because his time is shrinking. 8 seconds, 7 seconds ahead.
The leaders right up there.
There's Glenn. There's Larry up ahead. I think. No, Larry got past. I think we've now inherited the lead. We just have to loop around. Let's look. We have now inherited the lead. We now got to face off against Brett Bodine and Dale Jarrett behind us. Morgan Shepherd too. Jimmy Hensley, Ed Barrier, all are fighting for position. Left sides feel a little skatey now. We got 18 laps to go. Alright, we gotta get around Ron Bouchard to hopefully either help us in the draft or get us just a little bit more ahead, give us a barrier between the lead pack and ourselves. Hey, Ron Bouchard did not help us too much there, but we got 6/10 over Brett Bodine, and we're pulling away. Well, no, Bodine's now pulling us in. Left sides are looking great still. we got ourselves a yellow flag. Interesting.
Yellow's out. Digging. Caution's gonna be out. All the way to the line. All the way to the line. They're all over the racetrack. Now pit road.
I was really hoping this race would go green the rest of the way.
Pit road's closed. Pit road's closed. Two. 0, 1, 7. Caution's out. Caution's out. Stay behind. Pace car. Slow down, Peter. We got the speed defender on it.
This will be one hell of a shootout. I do want to check what exactly brought out the yellow flag in the first place. What? I don't know what brought out the yellow then.
Main pit road will be open this time. Pit road speed 55. Eagle man member 4500 second gear. Ten to go next time. 10 to go next time. By keep digging. 1 minute. 42. 6, 6, 5.
Hey there. So, if you need to be caught up on anything, just let me know. I don't know if you stepped away, what was the case, but if you need any highlights of the race, we had a pit stop with 25 to go. Turns out that was actually a strategy that a lot of other drivers were going to do at the exact same time, so that helped. Oh, okay, phone died. Alright, so pit with 25 to go, came into the pits. Turns out a lot of other drivers have the same idea, got right side tires, got a can and a half of fuel. We now have more than enough fuel to make it to the end. The tires are actually in really good condition. So the left front, left rear, they managed to hold together pretty darn well, all in all. Now currently down to the decimal point. Something brought out the yellow, but I don't know what. Alright. Yeah, something brought out the yellow, but I didn't notice any contact, so we're under caution with 9 to go. We're probably going to get the 1 to go this time by, and then we will have a 7 to 8 lap shootout to decide the winner. What I found is the car is actually really, really fast all the same, and we can get about maybe 2 to 3 seconds ahead of second on back when we are running in the turns, but they seem to gain about that same amount back. But because there's more turns than long straightaways, we end up pulling ahead. I think we could probably win this race by at least a second, at best. So we're going to be restarting in second gear once we get the 1 to go. Right now, coasting out at 70 miles an hour. Alright, here we go.
5, 6, 8. The 1 to go right here. Line up single file.
Possibly what I'm going to do is, here in a little bit, once this race finishes up, I think I may take like a short 20 to 30 minute break, and then I'll put another stream up. Probably shortly thereafter, and we'll do the Cup Series. We'll do the Monster Energy 2019 Cup mod. But I just want to take a few minutes to like relax, stretch out my body. Yeah, not immediately though. I'm doing. It's okay. Like I said, the ticker stream, that is probably going to be a Monday thing if I have time. If not, later on this week. Maybe tonight, like 8 p.m. tonight. Racing streams is what I'm really going after today. So. Alright, here we go. Second gear restart. Let's not spin it. Yes. Yes, that is. 8 p.m. is the earliest that you can expect it, and the earliest that I will do it. 7 p.m. if I'm bored and I got nothing else to do.
Alright, man, pace close in. Get ready. Bring her down.
Oh no.
7, 6, 9. 1 inside. Tails out. Digging. Caution's gonna be out. All the way to the line. All the way to the line. Outside. They're high. 1 inside. Still there. Still there.
Damn it. Well, the problem was is I thought I jumped the restart, which was then going to lead me to a black flag with the pace car. And I didn't expect Bodine to be there, so... Yeah, because I went like right at the very first hash marking down the front straightaway, and I thought, oh, you know, I can go now. But the yellow flag was still out. It hadn't switched over to green. And when I look behind me, it's like, well, crap. I now have like a whole second or more lead ahead of Bodine. I'm going to have to slow up because I don't want to get a black flag, and by the time I slowed up enough, the green flag flew and Bodine got one hell of a jump. So damn shit. And I may try to go ahead and pit, hope that we will go back green and try and gobble up as many positions as I can, but I don't think I have enough time. Yeah, looks to be.
I think pit road will be open this time. Pit road speed 55. Need to man member 4500 second gear. Pass double zeros. Don't speed. Do not speed here. Member 4500 second gear. Pace car. In turn 1. In turn 1. Pace car. In turn 2. Go. Pace car. Down the back stretch. Pit road speed 55. Need to man member 4500 second gear. 1 minute. 55. 6, 8, 9. Clear to the wall. They're all clear. All clear. Go hard. We got black flag. Come on in. What the hell happened now? Again, we're too fast entering. We're fucking speed. We're going by a technometer. We can't even get a good fucking read. What the fuck do they expect? If they want to, you know, correctly gauge pit road speed, they need to get the fucking kind of, they can fucking do it. It's fucking bullshit. 2010. We gotta go tail in along the line. There you go, go hard. Stay behind, double zeros. You gotta go to the back.
We might be lucky and maybe could get like a 2 to 3 lap shootout, but I don't know.
stay here. Line up single file.
Alright, looks like a 2 to 3 lap shootout, so this will be interesting. We gotta get heavy and hard on our restart here. I almost considered taking it down into the pits one more time and like taping up the entire nose just so it cuts through the air even harder. Because who cares if it blows up at this point? But no, we've only got a few laps, 2 laps remaining when we go green. Good news I was going to say is we're not dead last. We're close to it, but...
What's up, Blake?
Hey, what's up?
I'm just trying to come up with a setup for tomorrow. Because I hate that setup that Shane has, or the base one he has, so much.
Well, right now is not the time to talk about that because I got 2 laps to go, so...
Oh shit, you're streaming. Hold up.
Yeah.
Let me watch what you do.
Alright, to the outside. Got 8 turns to go, 7 turns to go. Six turns to go, backstretch.
Fucking yeet it inside, you won't.
Not enough time to get the win, but we're gonna go.
Just go for broke, man. Don't die, please.
Ah, fuck. Damn it. And that's gonna be...
Somewhere in the top
16.
20.
16.
Okay. So it's gonna be top.
Oh my God. Messed it up on that final second to last restart. Shit. And here's our big winner today, Jimmy Hensley in the number 5. Great recovery by Dale Earnhardt. Jeez, oh Pete's. Back in the 20s more than anything. Wow, oh, wow, oh, wow.
Speed 55. You go man number 45 on the second gear.
See if there's a way to get in that victory lane. Nope, that was abrupt. Alright. Alright, so final standings: Jimmy Hensley, Ed Barrier, Dale Jarrett, Robert Ingram, Larry Pearson, Dale Earnhardt, Harry Gant, Sterling Marlin, Tommy Houston, Jack Ingram rounds out your top 10. L.D. Ottinger, Donnie Allison, Rob Moroso, Brad Teague, Mark Martin, myself, Dick McCabe, Dale Shaw, Jeff Rodine, and Neil Bonnet round out your top 20. Ronnie Silver, Bobby Allison, Morgan Shepard, Rusty Wallace, Brett Bodine, Glenn Jarrett, Mark Swaim, Joe Thurman, Dale Waltrip, and Mike Alexander round out your top 30. And dead last, 2 laps down, is Ron Bouchard in the number 10 machine. So that was a really entertaining race, guys. Thank you all for watching. We'll have another video up here in a little while. I'm probably going to take about a half an hour break and relax, maybe grab a bite to eat. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again next time. And have a good one.